Now, I want to turn to Doha, where we have Luciano Zaccara. He is a Middle East political analyst joining us live. Very good to have you on the program. I want to start by asking you, these senior officials now, you've got Israel, the US, Qatar, even Turkey sending senior officials to these talks. What's your analysis of that?
Well, my analysis of that is that maybe this is the last chance to have a ceasefire, to have an agreement that is sustainable long term. But the problem is, I'm not optimistic about the conditions to reach that ceasefire. I mean, it was mentioned before, lack of trust on Netanyahu being able to fulfill what is expected from him, mainly in terms of withdrawal, in terms of withdrawal of troops. I mean, having a roadmap to show that this honest in these peace negotiations. And the most important thing is to stop bombing and using the artifacts to eliminate people in Gaza. I mean, since Trump said that Israel should stop bombing, people keep dying in Gaza. And it's understandable that there is no trust on Netanyahu fulfilling his promises when he has not been able to stop, and when he keeps promising that he will finish with the job that he started in the very beginning. And this also gives a lot of distrust to Hamas negotiators in terms of what is going to happen when or if Hamas accepts the condition and they release the remaining hostages, if Netanyahu will continue his job as he's pushed by part of his government to eliminate all of the operatives of Hamas once the hostages are released.
Luciano, I want to look at the speech yesterday from Netanyahu on the October the 7th anniversary and look at the words here. So he said, the elimination of Hamas rule is one of his war objectives. This time he used the word rule. Before, he's talked about the complete elimination of Hamas. Do you think that's a change in tone from Netanyahu, possibly trying to sort of get closer to some kind of a deal that would be acceptable?
Exactly. I mean, he needs to change the tone in order to please mainly Trump, mainly the foreign interlocutors, to show that he's changing his tone in terms of allowing, for instance, the existence of a Palestinian state. He has been promising once and again that while he's prime minister, there will not be a Palestinian state. However, in the peace plan or in the roadmap drawn by Trump, there is a Palestinian state. So some concessions should be made on Netanyahu's side in order to continue these negotiations. If there is no these kind of signals coming from Netanyahu, this meeting in Cairo is totally a waste of time. So this is showing some change of tone to please external interlocutors. But let's see what happened with the internal partners in the coalition, that they are totally against any kind of conversation with Hamas, and of course, against any kind of establishment of a Palestinian state.
Luciano, as we're talking, these are live pictures that we're now showing on our screens from Gaza. Again, another attack, smoke rising up in the sky above Gaza City, I believe that this is. So it just shows that Israel keeps on bombing in Gaza, even though they have these intense negotiations happening over in Egypt. But what do you think is the biggest obstacle at this point? Is it trust? I mean, we often talk about trust. Can Hamas trust Donald Trump to make sure that Israel doesn't return to the Gaza Strip and keep on attacking once those hostages have been released, for example? Is that one of the main obstacles?
Well, I mean, honestly, Hamas has no other option now that trusting in Trump, because they cannot trust in Netanyahu. So the only hope they have is to trust Trump that he's really serious about getting a deal anytime soon, along this week or maybe next week. So they expect Trump to be able to push Netanyahu to say, okay, we have a deal on the table. If you are the obstacle of this deal, I mean, you have to pay the price for that. So I assume that all the mediators, including the Turkey and Qatar, are also pushing America to press Netanyahu to accept the conditions that they are acceptable. Otherwise, there is no way to trust in Netanyahu government. I said before, part of the Netanyahu government is totally against this, and they consider this deal as a defeat and they want to eliminate Hamas as soon as the hostages are released. So the only way to guarantee this not to be fulfilled is that Trump is pressuring Netanyahu not to do it. So I think that now all the balls are on the roof of Trump in order to get this deal done.
Luciano, Zaccara, always good to hear your analysis here on the program. And as we're talking, these live pictures are coming to us again from Gaza with another attack taking place there. Thank you for now.